Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so in this video, we're going to recap yesterday's event because there was a lot to take in from yesterday. Everything from the main course, which was the launch of the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, to the in-depth discussion about the Tensor Chip, to Pixel super fans getting a show hosted by Josh Vergara, and what happened with that. Also, to the Google Store literally going down because of pre-orders in a mass rush, and even the official drop of Android 12. So let's just kind of get into it because it was absolute madness. It was madness yesterday. First of all, we got the Pixel launch event. I don't call it made by Google event because they didn't really showcase anything else. So yeah, no Pixel Watch just yet. No Pixel Fold device. And they didn't even talk about the Pixel stand or even show it. This was specifically dedicated not even to the Pixel 6 or the 6 Pro. This launch event was dedicated to the Tensor Chip, which I'm okay with the way that the event went down. I'm fine with that because that was one of the main focuses that I had. Was I wanted to learn more about Google's own in-house SoC. And they really went in there and explained how these specific features that's going to be exclusively on the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, because they're not really going to make their way down to the Pixel 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. A lot of these features require the need for Google's own silicon, the Tensor Chip. And so getting a lot of an explanation on that pretty much tells me already like a few things, right? Like people will try to compare this thing to the A15 chip. As I'm trying to think about it, this ain't the time to compare it to the A15 Bionic chip from Apple. And I'm not saying that the Tensor chip is going to be severely underpowered and lagging in performance. I'm not saying that at all whatsoever. But what I am saying is that I don't feel like this is the time to even compare it to anything else. This is the time to really just kind of see like what has Google made. And by far, the chip itself is sounding to be really good for what it's going to be able to do. Everything is in-house processed from that chip. There's no separate chip for this and a separate chip for that. Everything is in-house on that chip, right? So image processing for the camera features within that chip. Real-time language translation offline within that chip. Everything is done within that chip, including security, which is a nice thing to hear them really kind of talk about security, all that stuff. Really had to dabble into Android 12 to really kind of explain that, the privacy dashboard and such. They really didn't talk anything about the gaming experience, but then again, you know what I mean? Specific things, right? So, I gotta say, it's actually going to game very well, especially if you are a Stadia gamer like I am, then you will appreciate this. However, the whole entire event was really mostly about the Tensor Chip, and it was a good thing. It was good that they gave us that much information, and I believe Team Pixel members got in-house with the Pixel development team to get even more insight than what they shared at the Pixel launch event. So shout out to all the Team Pixel members who's going to be dropping their unboxing starting today. Yes, I know one of the things that's been circulating on the internet is the embargo. Look, that's Google. That's any company out there. That's the life of someone who gets a review unit to review as a content creator. It just comes with the territory. So anyways, be looking out for those guys' unboxings. Might I make a suggestion? Steed Mobile Tech, Tony Pazzo, B Tech Reviews, CV Tech Review, Lady Red's Tech Review, Ascend Tech, just to name a few. I'm just saying. Anyways, so besides that, we got to see the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. There's actually 3 variations of this device. Actually, 2 variations of the Pixel 6 and then the Pixel 6 Pro. This is something that, I kind of frown upon, but it is what it is, so you may be wondering what that second version of the Pixel 6 is. And in fact, it is the millimeter wave version that's from Verizon. So Verizon gets a specific version of the Pixel 6. That way it can support millimeter wave on Verizon's network. So if you get the unlocked model, it's sub 6. It is what it is. However, sub 6 goes for $599. The millimeter wave version goes for $699, and then the Pro version goes for $899. So you have those prices right there, and those are base model start out, right? The Pro has a 256 and a 512, I believe. Although the 512, I believe, is only specific to the carbon color or black color. I don't know why they didn't do it for all variation colors, but supply and demand and the times that we live in probably is the reason why it is the way it is. So let's go over one of the big things about the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, and that is the cameras. So again, Google maintaining to be king of still photography, and I got to give it to them on that. They've done amazing things with their cameras and AI software to really kind of make cameras pop, but I'm very excited that we're getting new sensors. A 50 megapixel sensor on the Pixel 6, along with a 12 megapixel ultra wide shooter, and then on the Pro, you get those two sensors plus a 48 megapixel telephoto lens. Now we know why that there's the visor or the camera bar or Alpha 5's eyes or Geordi LaForge from Star Trek. We know why that's there, and that is because the way that the sensors are made, as they explained how they're using a light reflection type. So when you snap a photo, light comes in with the image, it bounces basically on like a reflective mirror into the actual like engine of the sensor. And that's how photos are being taken, which is kind of cool to see them actually break it down. So we kind of understand now why there's this camera bar on the back, which some people hate, some people like. That's the way the world turns. However, you know, it's good to see that they're still trying to maintain the whole thing with camera, but I love what they're doing with video. A lot of people have complained about videography on Pixel phones. And so with this one, they explain why it took them so long to do this, and that they're doing something that's called HDRnet, where the HDRnet overlays in, like, say you shoot in 60 frames per second, the HDRnet overlays on each frame. So that's 60 frames in a second. It overlays on each frame to bring out a more higher resolution video with, you know, crispness to the colors, definition and objects and things like that. So that's great. Does it beat out the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the iPhone 13 Pro's video camera? Probably not, but you can take great videos. And when I get my Pixel 6, I'm definitely going to be using it a lot to make videos such as this, which is being shot to you guys on the Pixel 3a, by the way. So that's great to see them really kind of dabble into the video. Design language of the phone, you know, you got the metal railings on the side. You got glass in the back, glass in the front, and I believe it is Gorilla Glass Vector is what it's called. I may be wrong, so someone put in the comments what it is. However, it's supposed to be much, much more durable to drop. As a matter of fact, they claim non-shattering. However, it is weak to scratches. So scratches will happen, according to some folks who have the device already. So definitely be careful with your Pixel 6 and 6 Pros, which is why you should really invest in getting you a really nice case, whether it's a case that you find on Amazon or even a case from Google. Those cases from Google look really, really good. So we have, you know, the Pixel 6 Pro. One thing we do know from the person who broke embargo is that there is no charger in the box. So you get the Type-C to Type-C cable, you get the Type-C to Type-A adapter, and you get booklets and such inside the box along with the phone, but no charger. So they have now joined the trend of not giving you a charging brick. So sad, because that's one of the ways that could have stood out. Oh well, c'est la vie. So with the entire event, as soon as the device was really kind of just put out there, Android 12 dropped. So if you had anywhere from a Pixel 3 on up to the Pixel 5a, you got your official Android 12 on your device. So that was actually pretty cool. And then everyone was taking the pre-orders, and they crashed the Google Store online. That was crazy. Google Fi also went down too for a little bit, as a lot of Google Fi members went in to pre-order the device, whether they paid full price for it or they're going to finance it, which leads me to one thing that they did not really talk about, or at least I didn't hear throughout the entire event, and that is Pixel Pass. What is Pixel Pass? Well, what we know so far is that you can get a Pixel 6 or a Pixel 6 Pro, and that comes with YouTube Premium subscription. That comes with insurance. That comes with Google One 200 gigabyte cloud storage subscription. That comes with Play Pass. And what else? Oh, Google Fi service. Should you choose Google Fi service? And these two options start at $45 for the Pixel 6 per month and $55 for the Pixel 6 Pro per month for 24 months. That's not a bad deal at all whatsoever. You get all those things at that price. Of course, if you do it through the Google Store, they're going to run your credit through what I forgot the bank that they use. I think it's Synchrony Bank. They're gonna run your credit, so you are gonna be subjected to a hard inquiry credit check. I believe the same will be for Google Fi. So just to know that. But I think that's a pretty good option for somebody who's just gonna go ahead and just make like installment payments to own the device. Why not get all these extra features from Google, like YouTube Premium, which also means if you have YouTube Premium, you have YouTube Music, and then Google One cloud storage at the 200 gigabyte option, so not the 100 gigabyte that you find with Google Fi, but you get 200 gigs of cloud storage. You get Google Play Pass. You get insurance on the phone. You get all these things plus the phone, and if you choose Google Fi service, you get Google Fi service, and it's $45 a month for the Pixel 6, $55 a month for the Pixel 6 Pro. That's really good. I don't know why they didn't mention it. In all, I have to say that this time Google really hit it out the park. They really hit it out the park with this one. Regardless, people want to compare the Tensor Chip to the A15 Bionic. It's really not the time to really be doing that. I'm just excited for what the chip can do, the things that it's able to do online and offline, and what it's going to do for photo, video, translation. It's insane. It's insane what this chip is going to do, and we're getting all this in the Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro. And the Pixel 6 is starting at $599, which I thought they should have at least left that pricing to the end to just like end the show with a bang. But I guess they had so much anxiety in them that they had to tell us after 15 minutes. They had to tell us what the pricing was. Go figure. But $599, that's $100 less than last year's Pixel 5. Of course, it's for the sub 6 one. So technically, if you're going for the millimeter wave version, you're paying exactly what you paid for the Pixel 5 last year, as the Pixel 5 does support millimeter wave access, but it does have the Snapdragon X52 modem. We don't know what modem is in the Pixel 6 or 6 Pro. I know it's a Samsung modem and not a Qualcomm one. However, it has been confirmed by my friends that it will have C-band support. So that's for the millimeter wave version and a Pro version. So that way, if you're following the tech news and 5G and all that stuff, then it'll make much more sense. But yeah, Google really knocked it out of the park with this one. They really did. Like that grand slam shot we wanted from Google. Yes. Big question is this enough for regular end users to become interested in? I think that this will be, as it's also going to be sold by carriers. I believe T-Mobile is going to be selling them, and AT&T is going to be selling them. Verizon selling them, so carriers are going to get these in shop. And then you got the unlocked models. You can get them from Best Buy. You can get them from Target. So you can get them just about anywhere that any person goes to shop. It's really all about the carrier stores, making it known to customers that come in, and like places like at Best Buy Electronics and Target, in their electronics section. It's really up to their salespeople to really kind of push this. But I really feel like that this is the round that's going to make people more interested in Google Pixel phones. Plus, people like me and you who just love watching videos about Pixels. Yeah, Mark. Well, when do I get an invite? I love the press buttons. But nonetheless, be on the lookout for our favorite Team Pixel members who will be doing unboxings and stuff like that. This is going to get very interesting. I've shared some advice of things that I'd like to see as a viewer. So hopefully a couple of my friends do that. And that way, more people that might be thinking the same way could, look into that. And hey, thumbs up. But other than that, guys, pretty long video already, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Let me know what you guys think about the event and also the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. Did you pre-order yours? Let me know in the comment section of the video. Smash that like button if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you have not. Turn on notifications so you don't miss videos and live streams when I go live. Thanks for watching this one. Now I'm gonna go edit it. So you'll see this in a couple of hours. Well, a couple of hours from me. You're seeing it right now. So that was a stupid thing to say at the end. Peace!